Are you just recording?
Yeah.
Okay. We got Sergey here, prepping. Now, repeat, is this Gonzo or Shakti?
Gonzo.
Gonzo. And what's the difference between the two?
Shakti puts magnetic fields into certain parts of your brain. This doesn't do that. This kind of puts you into a mild sensory deprivation.
Mm-hmm. It's trying to refocus or something. It's going out of focus.
Yeah. 900s. 600s.
Come on, refocus. There we go. So I got to zoom it in all the way just to get to refocus, so. I'm guessing this never is usually done in the woods.
No.
Where is it usually done?
In like the laboratory. Alright, just grab that. Can you hold this?
Don't play any jokes or I have to throw you down the chasm.
Alright, how does that look?
Reddish pinkish?
Cool. And you just want to look forward at the light?
Okay. Looking to the light.
That you don't see anything there.
No.
So is it pretty much constant elf? Do you see any like other lights?
No.
You don't see any other lights, right?
No.
Alright, cool. So we're gonna test for volume. And you definitely don't want to be doing that. Alright, Ryan, we're just gonna test for the volume on Eilfie's headphones and her walkie-talkie, and we're gonna be ready to commence. Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Okay.
Oh, no, I definitely hear it.
Okay.
It's a little loud.
How's that?
How low is it supposed to be?
It's not supposed to, here, hold on.
I'm only hearing it out one ear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, now I hear it out both ears.
Okay. You don't have to shout, because I can hear you just fine.
Sorry.
Now, as far as volume-wise, I'm going to increase it just a little bit, okay? Is that a little loud?
Yeah.
Now, do you hear any rustling of the leaves?
No.
No, okay. Okay, cool. So we have our volume. If at any point, Elf, you hear like rustling of leaves or anything like that, let me know so I can just increase it a little bit in the volume.
Okay.
Alright? So we're good to go. Just you do what you can to sort of open up to the woods and ask the woods sort of what kind of creatures roam around here.
Okay, now should I keep my eyes open?
Yeah, keep your eyes open.
Okay.
At all times, tell me what you're experiencing.
Okay.
You know, just so you know, at first you'll start seeing, people at least usually report seeing the color purple. Then they'll start seeing little shapes and stuff. So, but like I say, keep your head still, try to relax. Are you in a comfortable position? Do you think you'll be moving your legs around?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think I'm in a pretty comfortable position.
Alright, I'm going to radio Ryan in. We're about 4 minutes into dead time right now. 4 minutes into the consult session. Gonna check to see if Eilfie's gotten anything. Hey Eilfie, are you experiencing anything? Are you sensing anything? Or seeing anything? Over?
No, nothing weird.
Are the colors changing at all?
It just seems to be getting a bit darker.
Okay, just keep your eyes directed towards the center of the ping pong balls. Just keep staring out into it and continuing opening yourself up. Everything's going as should be with the Ganzfeld. Talking to the woods. If there is anything here, can you please come closer to us? Can you please come closer to Eilfie and try to communicate with her? Can you give us some sort of sign or some sort of indication that you are here? Can you let us know if you are here to hurt the people that are living in the home? Are you here to hurt Patrick? Are you here to hurt Margaret?
I see like little bursts of purple light.
Approximately 6 minutes into the Ganzfeld session right now. Eilfie's already indicated that she is seeing the dark spots as well as the purple lights.
Again.
Can you repeat, Eilfie? Can you repeat what you said?
Someone waved their hand in front of me.
No, nobody waved their hand in front of you.
As you can see, I obviously survived the woods. This was actually a very interesting dead time, since this was one of the early experiments with the Ganzfeld, and we wanted to try to see if there was any way we could use the Ganzfeld outside to communicate with supposedly wood spirits or elementals. So of course I got to be tossed into that. Yay, they toss a pig in the woods every time. But what was neat was, this was the first time really I used the Ganzfeld. I mean, as you can see in the video, I had to ask him, so what's the difference between Ganzfeld and the Shakti helmet? And what was strange with this was, as you can see in the video, when I was sitting there after, I think it was almost 10 minutes or so into it, I saw what looked like someone waving their hand in front of my face, like as if they were testing the light or testing to see if I could still see anything. And that's why I asked Sergey if he had done that, seeing if there was a malfunction or something, because it really looked like someone just going like this. It was kind of odd, especially when he's like, no, I didn't do anything. I'm like, okay, I mean, we weren't the only ones in the woods, but he would have told me if someone else had come up and decided to do something like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So we kept going with the experiment, and then it happened again later on. It was pretty much, I believe, the same place as before. It was again someone going and shaking their hands in front of my face, and I'm like, Sergey, you? And he's like, nope. And I'm like, okay, so something keeps, like, it honestly looked like someone was trying to get my attention or checking the light, or just, I don't know if they were just messing around trying to figure out what was going on. What was also odd that was happening was I would get, I think I described it as purple spots as I was staring at this like bright red light in the little ping pong balls. And I believe Sergey said this is one of the things that happens when you're doing the Ganzfeld. I'm not sure what was going on, if this was possibly stressing on my eyes, since I had to keep my eyes open more or less the whole time. And of course, when your eyes have to remain open for very long, it stresses everything out. It stresses the sight, stresses the vessel. I mean, I'm staring at a red light for so long, of course they're going to probably start doing wonky things. So I started getting purple lights, I started getting like little shadow movements here and there, and honestly I couldn't tell if this was possibly paranormal phenomenon, or just my eyes started to kind of, I don't know, weird out on me, or just getting hallucinations because of the constant staring at one thing. The other thing that happened was that I was listening to a white noise, and I believe this has happened before with other people who have gone through Gonsfeld, is I started hearing voices through the white noise, like little whisper and chatters here. I believe I mostly heard it through my right ear, then more through my right than my left. And it sounded like a bunch of people having a conversation. It would be little chatters, and I could never pick up exactly what they were saying. It was just like and little whispers here and there, and then it would go away. It would almost fade back into the white noise, and I would just hear the static. And then it would come back, and it'd be a little more chatter and whispered. I would hear like almost sounds like male and female voices mixing in together, but nothing distinct enough I could ever tell what they were saying, I think. And it would just in and out would go into the white noise, and I think it really was just mostly my right ear would come out of that. And I'm not sure what was going on, if I was possibly hearing DVPs, like direct voice phenomenon, or the fact that since our eyes, our ears, we're trying to create patterns, if my hearing was trying to make something out of the noise, trying to actually form patterns, and basically just trying to get something out of the noise instead of just static. So that was my first encounter with Gonsfeld. Definitely interesting experience. So yay, being the guinea pig.